And in Hague, in former Yugoslavia tribunal in Hague, after long 5 years, they said, we cannot find enough evidence to put chain of command in Gjyqin. Now, they're indicting Thoci for chain of command even in Gjyqin. So
it doesn't even make sense.
If the guy that was commander-in-chief appointed by general staff, it is released from these allegations, how come the general staff is responsible?
But I see it as well as a wider pattern of placating Serbia and trying to push down Kosovo, because you have a situation where Kosovo, in the face of the EU, the US and the UK, is asked to bend over backwards and accept whatever Serbia wants, even when it violates its own sovereignty. It's criticised widely, which Serbia then uses as propaganda to strengthen its own position. And I find this is completely unfair. People expect, they're like, oh, Kosovo is its own country, but you have to do what, you have to check everything you want to do with Serbia. Don't upset Serbia, and you have to do what we have to say. And I think some of this is to do with wanting to keep Serbia close in the face of closeness with Russia, potential destabilization in the area. I think this is part of it. There's a lot of mineral interest in Serbia as well, economic interest. And I think, I think this is, we have Jared Kushner, who's got $1 billion project in Serbia now as well. I think all of this ties into it as well.
I think that
they stopped it for now, but they hadn't, you know?
But the problem is, I accept this because it was like after bombing Serbia, part of Western countries, they felt a bit like morally responsible that because of the Albanians, maybe, that's fine. We should work harder. Sometimes we feel in Europe as a kid that it's a bit discriminated. You just need to learn a bit harder. But we have to admit also that we were the luckiest one. We were held by Western countries.
Yes.
The first time in our history, we had allies. Serbia has a university like for 200 years, and we barely started knowing our alphabet like 70 years ago. So we were lucky.
Yes.
We were lucky to have Ibrahim Rugova as a leader who would open a way. And because we are talking now in the end of 80s, when Bosnia and Herzegovina, they start building allegiances with Iran and with Saudi Arabia, and Rugova said, no, West.
Yes, look.
And he would put the Pope John Paul picture in his office, and he would pray for United States. So it is kind of very interesting period of time when we start outplaying Serbia with politics. And they felt a bit like, oh, these guys used to chop woods in Belgrade, and now they are like doing these new tactics and outplaying us. It's fine. We need to grow up and to work harder and to learn more.